My dear students, today we'll be continuing the remaining part of the poem Snake written by D.H. Lawrence, which we left earlier. Before we analyze the remaining part of the poem, let's have a brief revision of what we did earlier. We saw in the first part that there is a big conflict between the voice of instinct and the voice of education within the poet. When the poet came down the steps with his pitcher to fetch water, he saw a snake coming out of a cracked wall towards the stone trough in order to drink water, right? Instinctively, the poet developed a reverential attitude towards the snake. He observed each and every minute details of the manner in which the snake moved and drank water. The poet felt privileged to have the snake as his guest, who came to his water trough to quench his thirst on that hot day of Sicilian July. He even compared himself with a second comer. Why? Out of honor and respect for the snake. I told you so, right, in the first part. Meanwhile, the voice of his human education provoked him. Instead of provoke, you can use other words like instigated or urged him to kill the snake, for the golden snakes in Sicily are considered venomous or poisonous. It challenged his manhood even, so as to make him kill the creature. Now let's continue with the next part. And truly I was afraid. I was most afraid, but even so, honored still more, that he should seek my hospitality from out the dark door of the secret earth. Now remember that the poet is writing this poem from the first person's point of view. So the speaker here is the poet himself. Here I refers to the poet D.H. Lawrence. And what does he refer to then? So there is the he and a Harise Kanana. He refers to the snake who had come to his water trough to drink water. In this paragraph, the poet admitted that he was genuinely afraid of the snake. Questions have been asked whether the poet was really afraid or scared of the snake. In the first part, we might guess that the poet was not at all afraid. Rather, he liked the snake. Akoina su haigidana ko mana snake se yamna nuksijai ikai khumnai yam pamjai na haibado. Madumakna mana snake se kidrabra hairasu ma kidi kizariyeba. Snake se ubada ma kidi kizai kirabasu mana snake se yamna nuksijarure habni ko. Aduna mama sana yazai mana admit the way that he was genuinely afraid of the snake. Adubu kaidore magi sense of honor ama yauridana mana instinctive feeling ama lakpado mana ikai khumna ningbagi attitude tu na magi kire habagi wakhalondo adudagi yamna hendokre surpassed hariseka. But his sense of honor surpassed his sense of fear. His instinctive feeling of honor dominated over his fear of the snake. He felt so honored that the snake had chosen his water trough to quench its thirst and had come all the way from the bowels of the earth. Mana yam honorable feel torido karigino. Why does he feel so honored? Haragadi. Snake tuna magi asaba leinung manung adudagi thogla aga magi atopa pukrida adagi turenda chatlaga ma ising thauba nate thawoina magi water trough do choose toraga mana ising thakba lakpa dudadi poet se harawana loikhre maze he felt so honored harise honors this the loy yawramni ko it encompasses all the feelings of the poet ana mazam honor feel tore snake to na magi water trough do choose toraga lakpi bagi damakta ana mana yamna thagachari. The poet saw the snake not as an unwelcome intruder, but as a guest who had come to seek his hospitality. Snake se mana unwelcome intruder. Akoigi break in torakpa. Magi boundary thugairaga sangakpa. kanagumba na mangonda yetlakpa admaina udeba mana snake se ko yamna welcoming oiba atithi amoina guest amoina ure hospitality haiba wahi se khangu ko hospitality hospital hostility these are three very very different terms hospitality haradi atithi seba tawbagi mangonda tanja ama pibas da ma yam harauzare hospital haradi khangina ko noi loina ma hospital haraga de khuna ana laying pham adu bo khuna hospital kawre khange hostility haraga di enmity yekna bagi wakhalon adu bo khuna hostility haigani ko aduna hospitality haraga di atithi seba to bai wakhalon se khuna hospitality hai sigi atithi seba to bagi nungai jaba je kanada phangi poet sina phange ko secret earth haina last line to give phrase amapiye ko what do you mean by secret earth haragadi what lies inside the earth is unseen and unknown to us earth ki manungda kari lei haibase akoina khangde ude aduna mahak sibo akoina secret earth haribani haidoini ko next paragraph he drank enough and lifted his head dreamily as one who has drunken and flickered his tongue like a forked knife on the air, so black, seeming to lick his lips, and looked around like a god, unseeing, into the air, and slowly turned his head, and slowly, very slowly, as if twice a dream, proceeded to draw his low-length curving round, and climb again the broken bank of my wall face. What does this paragraph describe? This paragraph describes once again the manner in which the snake drank water. Here, the phrase forked knife on the air refers to the darkness of the snake's tongue. Snake ki magi marai se aduki matik muye habagi mana night ka changdam na bane ko fork habadi koina lin gi marai se ubatar di ani long bani ko adugi fork haim ni ko mana fork knife on air magi marai ado male. And a very important part is that the poet compared the snake to a dignified supreme being as a god. If you remember the comparisons that the poet makes about the snake, first of all, he compared the snake to cattle in the manner of drinking water. That is the first comparison. Second comparison is with that of a guest and this is the third comparison. The snake is compared to a god. The snake is compared to a god because it is dignified, majestic, composed, calm and relaxed like a god. His movement is as graceful as God. Akoina lai gi murti ama saba matamda lai ama yekpa matamda madu akoina sepai na pai tawraga mamit managa do lautroka lauraga akogi yam thiba mawongda ya handicap obe mawongda abnormal oina yekte sade natra statue god ki statue ama saba da perfection akoina demand tawe perfect picture ama perfect of a statue ama sana na bahot nai aduki matik leme yengba matamda mayamna lai khurma chanaba matamda lai gi murti singse loina phajai yengba da yamna inge chingleme adumaki maong chinglema maong do snake to the supuye habani ko. It is very unmindful and carefree and least bothered about the fact that a mortal human being was waiting for his turn into the trough, as if he was not seeing it. In this paragraph, again, the poet describes the snake's movement as very slow and relaxed. Akoina hana alliteration haba wahayam sizinagi ko SSS yamna stress tawdo amagi snake se slowly move to haba je yam toina panbani ko mana aduna magi movement se yamna ing tapna yamna potharaga comforting way da ma se chatle na poet sina tai. Tries a dream hariba phrase tuna kaitai in a state of delirium. Delirium habadi koigi half conscious state, subconscious state, purana gyan taba nataba koi mangba hai tare ko mangaga mase chatlaga lem mabuk to pen na thabani na ngasa yungaw mi am na manga chatpagi maongda mabuk se ising je pen na thak to omni na mase yamna nungai na mangaga chatlamme ba snake se. And as he put his head into that dreadful hole, and as he slowly drew up, snake easing his shoulders, and entered farther, a sort of horror, a sort of protest against his withdrawing into that horrid black hole, deliberately going into the blackness, and slowly drawing himself after, overcame me now his back was turned. In this paragraph, the poet describes the snake's retreating towards its hole. After he has quenched his thirst, magi aram khorang ba adu ko ba matungda, the snake starts retreating towards its hole. How is the hole described by the poet? Hole se kamaina described tawi dreadful haibire, horrid hai, black hai. These are words associated with evil. In the earlier paragraph, the poet compared the snake to a god. Lai ga changdam na gibane, and God is associated with good. Lai habadi aphabaga akoi association piribane. Aduga mana leiriba makona dudi amamba, athiba, tamthiba, kiningai oiba adugumba makonam da mana change habadudadi karino mangal ga changnam na ba yaba lai gumba saktam chelaba lin mahakna amamba makondu da changdoise karigino na mangons da mipai ba ma tukatchaba ma hangoi ba ma se poe aduna sdaista mana akoi gi line poem gi line du da yengagadi a sort of horror, a sort of protest hai ko adu yam important oiba part ne poet tuna feel toy. The poet felt a sort of horror, a sort of protest. Karigino mana horror feel toriba. Mana akiba phawriba do kaigino. Protest mana yaningri do kaigino. Aduer this the answer say yaureka. The poet felt offended on seeing the contrast between the darkness of the hole and the dignity of the snake. He almost wished him to stay, but the snake seemed to deliberately abdi tawge na tawgum withdraw habdi changkhiba ko into the black hole. Manadi lehaningi snake se magi mamang mai mamit mamang da dum yengaga leininge adubu snake sina changi habe matagu magi makons da amamba makona duda changi bagum toba duda masina sauningkhre mana ngasai changdam nariba mayam do ariyamba ta halle magi ngasai gi mana saithagriba mayam do mana manghalle haina mana khalle. I looked around. I put down my pitcher. I picked up a clumsy log and threw it at the water trough with a clatter. And what is the poet's reaction on seeing the snake retreating towards its hole? Mai makondo changiba matamda poet tu na karamna react tawi haragadi. On seeing the snake withdrawing into its hole, the poet succumbed to the voice of his education and threw a clumsy log towards the snake. This is what exactly the voice of education wanted the poet to do. Natra, voice of education na poet ta tawhaningi ba poto masimak neba. Ngasai dagi mana injin dana la ize snake se hatu, snake se chaya mapairaga thomu an haiba natra. Hozikti mana kay dore voice of instinct na haiba do ma lumhandre hozikti. Ngasai gi snake sina magi makons da sangi bize uba da ma shaw na mai hokre ma je yaningdre magi kuchang du da. Mana matung onthoga changi ba du da ma se nungai ta boy, soning boy, ki boy, ma sina kay dore mana koyeng yeng hare. Paragraph akoigi poem gi paragraph to dum yango I look round aina ko yengami I put down my picture aigi chaphu do aina nakanda thamami I pick up a clumsy log pairap to ba chayama aina paikhalami and threw it at the water trough with a clatter duga aina isingi tenki aduda aina makhon thokpa makhai chay adu langambani harise ma voice of education na haibase on low khreba. I think it did not hit him. But suddenly, that part of him that was left behind convulsed in undignified haste, writhed like lightning, and was gone into the black hole, the earth-lipped fissure in the wall front, at which, in the intense still noon, I stared with fascination. And what was the immediate reaction of the poet? After the poet threw a stick towards the snake, snake ki reaction se hani yeng se ko snake se kai dorami chai du na mongon da pan ge to ba matam da snake se harau bra snake se ki bra snake se na mongon lom da paishil ga chik ke to bra kai dowi the snake convulsed have the tremble thak thak ni ami rapidly yamna thuna in an undignified manner yengo ngasai di lai ama dong na changdam na gibane yamna leme and hai gibado hojiti lemba ga do loi thado khre chaidul makhon tarak pada chaiduna mangon lom langak pada di ma yamna thuna masaje pring pring ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯅꯤꯛꯑꯒ ꯃꯁꯥꯁꯦ ꯅꯤꯛꯑꯒ ꯃꯥꯁꯦ ꯌꯥꯝꯅ ꯃꯑꯣꯡ ꯃꯔꯤꯟ ꯇꯥꯗꯕ ꯃꯑꯣꯡꯗ ꯃꯁꯥꯁꯦ ꯌꯥꯝꯅ ꯊꯨꯅ ꯃꯥꯒꯤ ꯃꯀꯣꯟꯁꯤꯗ ꯆꯦꯟꯁꯤꯟꯈꯤꯗꯣꯏꯅꯦ ꯔꯤꯗ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯗꯤ twisted masado tapna chatlambado hojikti yamna hathu na maje chenjingre like lightning ga chap manana and disappeared in a second in the black hole mikup amada magi amamba makon aduda mase changibaje khanghaudreb sidaista khoina wahi khara artha irido aduma note tawsiloka intense means strong still habaduna silent habane stared habadi aina munna yengbado watched haba fascination habadi interest last line de ibadunika in the intense still noon habadi in the silent strong heat of the noon numituma nungsa yam sai habadu ningsinguka intense habadu nungsa yam saba matam amani still achikpa matam amani habanika I stared with fascination aina ne munna yengaga lehore aidi masana toriba action do the bhawda mas ngakzari he cannot believe that he had done that act and immediately I regretted it I thought how paltry how vulgar what a mean act I despised myself and the voices of my accursed human education this paragraph is very very important my dear students so this the it harise I is the poet lereka it habadi karino haradi it refers to the poet's act of throwing a log towards the snake and immediately I regretted it had a poem to the kudak to the aina ningam da phawrami hai karigino mana ningam da phawrise it habadu karino hakanda mana chayama pairaga snake ta langubase ma khangnu ngai raktrene mana kari haizai ma masagi act se I thought how paltry how vulgar what a mean act kayada chawkhattaba kayada phatkidraba kayada tamthiraba maongno aina tawkhriba do na mathantagi masa mathantagi maongdo mana condemn tawjarame ko the poet describes or condemns his act calling it as paltry which means worthless or trivial vulgar meaning rude or bad and mean which means cruel or shameful aduna masina maram oraga I despise myself despise habdi tukachaba nungshidre mana hate masa mathantabu mahangna tukacharame and the voices of my accursed human education amadi agi human education gi voice adubu aina tukacharame isabu so aina nungsiramdre isa ithantagi maongduda aina condemn tawjare amadi aingonda insilakhiba human education dubusu aina yaningamde mana human education is accursed kaweka why this is important the voice of education instigated the poet to kill the snake who had come innocently to drink water voice of education zina poet adu the insilami snake se hat o haina snake to the karishu lanjadana karimta tawjadabida mahangna ising thakba laksabane and who had done him no harm mangonda su chicken lakbasu nate as the poet succumbed to the voice and executed the paltry act of throwing a log at the innocent creature he calls human education accursed human education sina mangonda linsina mangonda karimta lanjadrabasu mangonda karimta chikke tawdrabasu mangonda harm amta tawdrabasu hato ona insin lubado mahangna lawrubado madugi mahangna human education jidi sharp pibada matik chaba human education ne mase maong yam tadaba voice ne na mana ya tina saure and I thought of the albatross and I wished he would come back my snake there is a reference to the albatross here in this paragraph. Why is the poet reminded of the albatross? Albatross mana ningsinga ise kaigino. It is a reference to the albatross in Samuel Taylor Coleridge's poem The Rime of the Ancient Mariner. In this poem, a sailor killed the albatross. This action brought a lot of ill luck to the sailor. Sigi poem sida Rime of the Ancient Mariner hariba poems this the sailor amana albatross ama hatomi this action masigi maong sina sailor sida daw yadaba ama mangonda oihalle daw yadaba mayam pore icham chamba poem amani ko sailor se ma se lambi akoigi lamang na ba haigadra ma se lambi manga samudra mayai sta ma se lamben amata kaino tawdraba thiba khangdraba ma se aduda sailors na magi ꯖꯍꯥꯖꯁꯤꯗ ꯌꯥꯎꯕ ꯄꯣꯠꯂꯝ ꯃꯥꯒꯤ ꯆꯥꯅ ꯊꯛꯅꯕ ꯄꯣꯠꯂꯝꯁꯤꯡꯁꯦ ꯂꯣꯏꯁꯤꯜꯂꯛꯄ ꯃꯇꯝꯗ ꯑꯦꯜꯕꯦꯇ꯭ꯔꯣꯁ ꯑꯃꯅ ꯃꯊꯛꯇ ꯀꯣꯏꯄꯥꯏ ꯀꯣꯏꯄꯥꯏ ꯄꯥꯏꯔꯒ ꯂꯩꯀꯣ ꯃꯇꯝꯗꯨꯗ ꯑꯦꯜꯕꯦꯇ꯭ꯔꯣꯁꯁꯤꯅ ꯄꯥꯏꯕ ꯃꯐꯝ ꯈꯨꯗꯤꯡꯒꯤ ꯃꯥꯁꯦ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯐꯣꯂꯣ ꯇꯧꯋꯦ ꯃꯥꯅ ꯄꯥꯏꯕ ꯃꯐꯝ ꯈꯨꯗꯤꯡꯒꯤ ꯃꯥꯅ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯏꯟꯅꯕ ꯃꯇꯝꯁꯤꯗ ꯃꯥꯁꯦ ꯋꯤꯟꯁ ꯑꯦꯟ ꯇꯥꯏꯗꯁ ꯑꯦꯟ ꯁ꯭ꯇꯣꯔꯝ ꯑꯗꯨꯗꯒꯤ ꯃꯥꯁꯦ ꯉꯥꯛꯊꯣꯛꯄꯤꯕꯅꯦ ꯑꯗꯨꯕꯨ ꯃꯥꯒꯤ ꯆꯥꯅ ꯊꯛꯅꯕ ꯂꯣꯏꯁꯤꯜꯂꯛꯄ ꯃꯇꯝꯁꯤꯗ ꯃꯥꯅ ꯑꯦꯜꯕꯦꯇ꯭ꯔꯣꯁꯁꯦ ꯑꯣꯏꯅ ꯀꯥꯞꯄꯒ ꯍꯥꯠꯂꯨꯕꯅꯦꯕ ꯃꯥꯒꯤ ꯆꯥꯅꯕ ꯂꯩꯔꯛꯇꯕꯁꯤꯗ ꯑꯗꯨꯒꯤ ꯑꯦꯜꯕꯦꯇ꯭ꯔꯣꯁꯁꯦ ꯍꯦꯛ ꯃꯥꯅ ꯍꯥꯠꯂꯨꯕꯗꯒꯤ ꯃꯥꯁꯦ ꯃꯗꯥꯎ ꯌꯥꯗꯕ ꯅꯣꯡꯂꯩ ꯅꯨꯡꯁꯤꯠ ꯃꯌꯥꯝ ꯑꯃ ꯊꯦꯡꯅꯔꯛꯄ ꯑꯗꯒꯤ ꯇꯝꯊꯤꯔꯕ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯁꯃꯨꯗ꯭ꯔꯒꯤ ꯑꯣꯏꯕ ꯁꯥ ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯁꯤꯅ ꯃꯥꯒꯤ ꯕꯣꯠꯁꯇꯨꯗ ꯗꯤꯁꯇꯔꯕꯦꯟꯁ ꯄꯤꯔꯛꯄ ꯃꯥꯁꯦ ꯇꯧꯐꯝ ꯂꯥꯛꯐꯝ ꯈꯪꯗꯗꯅ ꯁꯤꯕ ꯌꯥꯕꯒꯤ ꯃꯑꯣꯡ ꯑꯃ ꯂꯥꯛꯄꯗꯨꯗꯗꯤ ꯃꯥ ꯃꯁꯥꯁꯤꯅ ꯈꯨꯔꯨ ꯈꯨꯗꯨ ꯀꯨꯜꯂꯒ ꯑꯩ ꯂꯥꯟꯖꯔꯦꯅ ꯏꯁꯣꯔꯁꯤꯅ ꯃꯥꯅ ꯄꯦꯅꯥꯟꯁꯀꯤꯗꯃꯛꯇ ꯍꯥꯏꯖꯈꯤꯕꯅꯦꯕꯀꯣ ꯃꯥꯒꯤ ꯁꯤꯒꯤ ꯄꯣꯏꯝꯁꯤꯗꯩꯁꯤꯗ ꯑꯗꯨꯅ ꯑꯗꯨꯒꯤ ꯃꯑꯣꯡꯁꯦ ꯃꯥꯁꯦ ꯅꯤꯡꯁꯤꯡꯉꯛꯑꯦ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯗꯤ ꯑꯦꯜꯕꯦꯇ꯭ꯔꯣꯁꯁꯤꯅ ꯃꯉꯣꯟꯗ ꯂꯥꯜꯂꯨꯕꯁꯨ ꯅꯠꯇꯦ ꯁꯦꯂꯔꯁꯤꯗ ꯂꯥꯟꯕꯁꯨ ꯅꯠꯇꯦ ꯑꯗꯨꯕꯨ ꯃꯥꯅ ꯆꯥꯅꯤꯡꯉꯥꯏ ꯂꯩꯔꯛꯇ꯭ꯔꯦꯅ ꯑꯦꯜꯕꯦꯇ꯭ꯔꯣꯁꯁꯦ ꯍꯥꯠꯇꯣꯛꯎꯕ ꯃꯇꯝꯗ ꯃꯉꯣꯟꯗ ꯕꯦꯠ ꯂꯛ ꯃꯌꯥꯝ ꯑꯃ ꯂꯥꯛꯈꯤꯕꯁꯦ ꯃꯥꯁꯦ ꯅꯤꯡꯁꯤꯡꯉꯛꯑꯦꯕ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯗꯤ ꯄꯣꯏꯠꯁꯤꯅ ꯅꯤꯡꯁꯤꯡꯉꯛꯑꯦꯀꯣ ꯑꯦꯜꯕꯦꯇ꯭ꯔꯣꯁꯀꯤ ꯃꯑꯣꯡꯗꯣ ꯁꯦꯂꯔꯅ ꯑꯦꯜꯕꯦꯇ꯭ꯔꯣꯁꯁꯨ ꯍꯥꯠꯇꯣꯛꯈꯤꯕ ꯃꯇꯝꯗ ꯁꯨꯃꯥꯏꯅ ꯊꯣꯛꯈꯤꯕꯅꯤ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯁꯦ ꯃꯥꯁꯦ ꯅꯤꯡꯁꯤꯡꯉꯛꯑꯦ. The poet was reminded of the albatross which was shot dead by the mariner. Just as the mariner regretted the killing of the bird, the poet regretted hitting the snake and wished it would come back again. ꯑꯗꯒꯤ ꯃꯥꯅ ꯑꯔꯣꯏꯕ ꯄꯥꯔꯠꯇ ꯃꯥꯏ ꯁ꯭ꯅꯦꯛ ꯍꯥꯏꯅ ꯍꯥꯏꯔ ꯂꯣꯏꯁꯤꯜꯂꯤꯗꯅ ꯀꯔꯤꯒꯤꯅꯣ ꯃꯥꯅ ꯁ꯭ꯅꯦꯛꯇ ꯃꯥꯏ ꯁ꯭ꯅꯦꯛ ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯤꯁꯦ ꯑꯩꯒꯤ ꯂꯤꯟ ꯑꯩꯒꯤ ꯁ꯭ꯅꯦꯛ ꯑꯅ ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯛꯏꯁꯦ because a sense of regret overwhelmed the poet and he wanted to show the respect which was due unto the snake. ꯃꯥ ꯉꯁꯥꯏ ꯏꯀꯥꯏ ꯈꯨꯝꯅꯕ ꯎꯠꯄꯁꯦ ꯃꯄꯨꯡ ꯐꯥꯍꯧꯗ꯭ꯔꯦꯅ ꯃꯥ ꯃꯊꯟꯇ ꯈꯟꯖꯕꯗꯣ ꯃꯗꯨ ꯎꯠꯆꯒꯦ ꯑꯃꯨꯛꯇꯒ ꯍꯟꯕꯤꯔꯛꯑꯣ ꯁ꯭ꯅꯦꯛ ꯑꯅ ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯒ ꯃꯥꯅ ꯀꯧꯖꯕꯅꯦꯀꯣ ꯃꯥꯅ ꯌꯥꯝ ꯔꯤꯒ꯭ꯔꯦꯠ ꯇꯧꯔꯒ. For he seemed to me again like a king in exile, uncrowned in the underworld, now due to be crowned again. Siday's the underworld haiba wahay ado, under the earth natraga underground. Snake sidi mapanda leba nate mo the hole inside the earth, deep inside the earth leba jibanina. Makoyi world sibo koina makoyi makon se mahang na underworld and hairibani kwa. Siday's the last comparison amata we snake se. What is the snake compared to? Fourth comparison in Ningshinguka. The snake is compared to a king in exile. Kay maramgi. Why? It is driven out from his natural habitat by human beings, just like a king exiled from his kingdom. Now the poet feels that the snake should be crowned and be given the importance it deserves. And so I missed my chance with one of the lords of life, and I have something to expiate, a pettiness. Here the poet calls the snake as a lord of life because it is a creature of God and deserves to be treated with respect. Expiate means compensate or apologize, saying sorry. The poet felt that he must apologize for his own lack of concern and his petty behavior with the snake. Mase lale na haizaninge ba snake sida mana ngasai tawkhriba maong ado ma yamna nuaitre ningamdre regret tore aduna mahakna snake to the ai lanzare hana haiba hainingbagi mahakna snake se amuka hal on haibane ko. The pettiness here, last key word to the poem ki aroiba sentence oina. Last word pettiness haba miyawi ko. Pettiness haba adi. The pettiness here refers to the poet's vulgar act. Mana masagi act of vulgar ana kogzagibani ko. Vulgar act of throwing a log towards the snake. Mana snake ta chay langhibagi mahaki yamna tukatcharaba act. Mahakna yamna matik chadaba worthless act ama tawkhiba adubu mahakna pettiness hai masigi damakta mahakna snake to da ai lanzare amuktang de haizage snake to amuktang de hanbira kho haina mana request tawrame hamne ko. So here ends the second part or the last part of the poem Snake. The poet at last felt that he destroyed his own opportunity to welcome a creation of God. And now he wishes to atone for his wrong act. Aduna sigi magi comparison mariduma khangzilo. Aroibagi paragraph, the last two paragraphs are very important from the council's point of view. Duna koi council gi question he hangba matam the last two paragraphs tagi yam hangal liko duma yengo, and I'll be giving you all the related questions after you have analyzed this poem. Try to answer all the questions that I'll be giving you, and If there is anything that you don't understand, feel free to contact me. Okay, have a good day. Goodbye.